Hello and welcome to the stream. My name is Ade and I'm the veteran arcade soldier and I'm back for a double watch along again. 2 days in a row, double watch along. Actually saying that, I'm telling a lie because I failed yesterday because I went to bed early during the Germany game. But a few messages in the chat. Nice to see Arthur. I think that was an earlier one, but I hope you're well, Arthur, if you're watching or when you do pop in. And Morla, how you doing, my bro? How are you getting on? But yes, back for a double watch along. Like I said, yesterday, it got a bit late with the Germany-Paraguay game, and it was quite a surprising ending. I woke up in the morning to check the results and saw that not only did Germany get blasted out of the World Cup, but the Netherlands got blasted out as well. So really impressive. And Morocco completely deserved it. And so 2 big teams are out and 2 smaller nations progress. Even though really and truly these days, can we say that Morocco are a smaller nation? Because they've been doing well in the last tournament, you know, winning, you know, African Cup of Nations, etc. at a certain point. And obviously doing well in the last World Cup. Yes, Morla, how you doing? Says, by God, wish 2 mammoth teams have been sent off. 2 massive teams. So yeah, quite incredible. And I thought, how you doing, bro? Are you good? Let me know. Yes, good to see you, bro. Good to see you. Hope you are well. But yes, I was very surprised to see these big teams gone. But yes, McMorland, I'm sure you're very happy with those results. So all good. Alhamdulillah. A little bit sad, but when I got Ade, bro, I feel that I hear you, my man. Thank you, bro. Thank you. That's cool. That's cool. You can't. Not every day can be a good day. So some days are, you know, a little bit out. But then you have to pick yourself up and stay positive, bro. So all good. I hope it gets better anyway. So, you know, I remember tomorrow is always another day as well. So all good. Hey, how you doing, Peter? Are you good, bro? Peter says, all right, McMorla, Arthur and Cam. Yes, I think Arthur, that one was a little bit earlier because I noticed that popped up on my phone a few hours ago. I think Arthur was just showing a bit of support, so that's good. Saying that, the man himself is here. How you doing, Arthur? Are you good, bro? But lovely, as always, to see a few people in the chat. Glad to hear you're good, my bro. Glad to hear you're good. Right, on that note, I mean, yeah, I just find it incredible. Some of the teams that have been blasted out of the World Cup last night. I did not see that Germany situation happening because they weren't looking amazing, but they were looking far stronger than Paraguay. Paraguay looked like they had nothing in the tank. Peter, it was like last night, literally at about 11 o'clock, Paraguay had nothing in the tank like me. I went to bed, woke up and saw they got finished. But yeah, incredible. And apparently the Netherlands had about 30-something% possession against Morocco. And it's like, what is this world coming to when the big Netherlands, exactly. McMorla says, big teams, goalkeepers, underrated team. Yeah. 100%, man, 100%. Right, so we're going to have a look at the starting lineup. Have a look at the starting lineup for the 2 teams, and we see how they are looking. Let's have a look. Whoops. Browser scene. Yep, good to see you, Cam. Cam says, I'm good, boys. Good to see you. Right, so these are the 2 teams. So let's have a quick look. So you've got Ivory Coast with the manager, V.A.S, who had a lot to say regarding the comments from Bastian Schweinsteiger, which was very interesting and a little bit controversial. I don't know if you guys saw those tweets, not tweets, sorry, those comments from Schweinsteiger. So they're playing a 4-1-4-1 formation. So in goal they have Yahia Fofana. They've got Doué's older brother at right back, Kosanu and Agbadou as their centre back pairing. Conan, who was very impressive at left back before. They've got Ibrahim Sangare in the CDM role. They've got Nicolas Pepe, the man who scored a double in the previous match. Frank Kessie, who's had a brilliant World Cup so far. They've got Ua, and they've got Yan Diomande, the absolute snake, only joking, who's turned down Liverpool, waiting for that PSG offer. So we are definitely on Yan Diomande. We're on the hate watch. Only joking. It's all good. Up top, we've got Bonnie as well. I just threw in the Yan Diomande. That's just for you, Arthur, because you know I'm salty like that. So all good, all good. Right, so Norway have their manager, Stel Solbakken, a veteran of the game, been a manager forever, since I was a kid, basically. Formation is a 4-3-3. In goal, they've got Nyland, who I think is a bit ropey. I think the Norwegian team has got a very poor defence. They've got Pedersen at right back, Aya and Hegem at centre back, Muller Wolf, not a bad attacking left full back. In midfield, they've got Martin Odegaard, obviously the Arsenal captain. They've got Sander Berg, who obviously plies his trade in the Premier League. They've got Berg. They've got Sorloth of Atletico Madrid up top. They've got the main man, Erling the Beast, brought Haaland up top. And they've got Antonio Nusa of Leipzig on the left wing. So looking at the benches, obviously there's quite a lot of well-known faces there. So you've got Simon Adingra of Sunderland. You've got Diakite. You've got Amad Diallo, who's on the bench for this one. They've got Diomande of Sporting, the centre-back. They've got Said Fofana of, I think he's at Lens, Ligue 1, I remember. They've got Gesson of, obviously, Aston Villa stroke Crystal Palace. They've got Guagon, they've got Kone, they've got Lafont, Indika, who is still going to centre-back, getting on a bit now. Apiri, Jean-Michel Seri, who is obviously a veteran now. They've got Singo. They've got Toure and they've got Wahi. And on the Norwegian bench, they've got Asgard, you know, that man that brings the Thunderlight 4 from Asgard. They've got Orsned, they've got Bjorkan, they've got Oscar Bob of Fulham. They've got Horga, they've got Langas, Ryerson, Shelderup, who has been played the left wing most of the game so far, but he's dropped to the bench. They've got Selvik, Ostergaard, Jakob Strand Larsen, who took that awful penalty against France. They've got Falconer, they've got Tamvik, they've got Torsby, and they've got Torsfet, who is, I'm sure, a distant relative of Eric Torsfet, that used to be the Tottenham goalkeeper in the 90s, for anyone that remembers. So yes, we take a breath, because I can talk a lot, and we move back to the football scene, and we get me back on the screen. McMorla says, Insha, can we see another 2 mammoths sent off? Well, in this game, well, to be honest with you, who is the mammoth in this game? I think they're both about the same level, McMorla. Ivory Coast and Norway are roughly the same level. Arthur's going with a 3-1 Norwegian prediction. Well, I'm going to counter that because I don't think Norway are going through. And I'll give you my reasons why. I'll put my prediction in the chat. I'm going for Ivory Coast 2, Norway 1. Reason being, I just don't think Norway are defensively good enough. They've obviously got firepower, but I think the defence will let them down. So I could see Haaland scoring a goal today, but I could see Ivory Coast scoring 2. So I'm going for Ivory Coast to do the business. McMorland says Norway and France sent off. Insha. I hear that. Well, the thing, obviously, like maybe you feel, obviously France is obviously a massive team. They're definitely not going home against Sweden. Oh no, not today. But Norway, Ivory Coast. Norway haven't been to a major competition in a long time. Ivory Coast, if anything, are kind of more successful than Norway in recent times. But I think, Norway are kind of seen as maybe a bit bigger than they are because they've obviously got Odegaard and Haaland, obviously the main man. But I think Norway are going home today. But that's my opinion. Let's see. Peter, get yours in the chat. Cameron, get yours in the chat. And let's see what's going to happen. McMorland says, what if by wish Cape Verde entered a round of 16 or 8? I can't remember who Cape Verde got Argentina, right? Yeah, that's the end of the road for them. You can't stop the Lionel Messi bandwagon. I can tell you that. So, all good, all good. So, we've been through the teams. And, we've been through the teams. Obviously, Anyone that's in the chat, don't forget to hit the like on the stream. Be much appreciated. And anyone that's in the background, obviously do say hello. Peter says, I'm going to wait till the 8.5 minutes to do prediction, given my poor track record. Well, you're all about the heart overhead, Peter. But there's nothing wrong with that. It's a passionate game, right? So that's what it's all about. But yes, very much looking forward to this one. And yes, we have 19 minutes to go. McMorla says, by wish, remember, bro, Mammoth Brazilian just buried by Neuer in 2014. Yeah, that's true. They were battered, but yeah, you know, that was different times. Cameron's going for Norway 2-1. Fair enough. We shall see. We shall see. But on that note, how has your day been, gentlemen? How has things been going? Has anyone been up to anything today? Obviously in the UK, the temperatures have dropped a bit. So, you know, that's a positive. Rained a bit here. Yeah, I hear that. No, well, nothing around my way. Just warm. Bit muggy today. So not the greatest. But Morla says Paraguay, Cape Verde, Morocco, GKS work. I hear you, man. Peter says I'm with the Ivory Coast 3-2. I hear that, Peter. Yeah, Paraguay. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect them to get the job done there yesterday. But fair play to them. And I watched the penalty shootout not that long ago. It was absolutely awful. Some of the penalties from Germany were awful. McMorland says, by gosh, here just a bit cold. I hear that, man. I hear that. We never envisaged your part of the world being cold. That's the thing. But I guess you probably have those extremes. You have that extreme heat, McMorland, but then I guess at nighttime you can have some extreme colds as well. So it's one of those things, man. Just make sure you look after your health, bro. Health is wealth. Remember. All right, I'll be back in a moment. I just have to attend to something cooking in the kitchen. So yes, have to be a bit careful. But anyway, keep the chat going, all good. And I will catch up with messages in a sec. Most coldest place is Russian part, something but Arctic's green zone, very, very, well, I'll let you finish. Yeah, you can obviously see, Russia will have some absolutely devastatingly cold places. Obviously, Siberia, etc., well known around the world for being extremely cold. Ade's prediction is going to be wrong, says Arthur. We shall see, my man. We shall see. Let's see who's the top dog today, guys. I'm doing all right yesterday. I came through with my first prediction, did I not? Told you Brazil was going to do it. I called it 2-1 as well. Straight down the barrel. Peter says Yakutia is a cold place in Russia, minus 70-ish. I watched this amazing little mini documentary from a girl that was in that Yakutush, isn't it? Yakutush? Maybe, yeah. Is it Yakutia? Anyway, something like that. But yeah, it was incredible. There was animals that just didn't make it home at night. You know, animals with fur coats and what, and they just got caught out at the wrong time. And she's walking past them frozen. And it's the kind of place where you step out of your, like Peter, you would have heard it yourself. You step out your front door and you're dead within a minute if you're not dressed correctly. And it's just like, what is that all about? It's absolutely insane. And the only time you can go to shopping malls and it's all kind of so insulated that you can walk around normally, but as soon as you step outside in that cold, you are finished. I wonder what that noise was in the background that was disturbing my stream. Anyway, no cans of fizzy drinks being opened here, everyone. All right. Ah, yes, you're right. Yeah, so what is it? One is the... Yakutsk is the capital of the Sakha Republic, Yakutia. So yes, yeah, spot on, Peter. You were spot on. Yeah, and I watched a documentary from a girl that was in, yes, exactly, Mutmala. Yeah, so that's it. So that's basically it, right? But lovely stuff, Arthur. Thank you for representing. Yes, anybody, like I said, in the background, please do drop a like on the stream. And obviously, feel free to subscribe as well. Or if you're happy to just hang in the back and check it out, of course, so be it. All good. But anyone is welcome to come in the chat and, you know, shoot the breeze, talk it out. It's all good. But yeah, can you imagine checking out those conditions just once in your life? It'll be absolutely mental to check it out. 38 centigrade by Gorge, lowest recorded in 5 days in Saudi, according to Google. Okay, fair enough. And respect Arthur, boom, boom, boom. All right, what have we got here? How long have we got to go? 10 minutes. All good, all good. Does the volume sound all fine? Everything all good? Let me know. I could definitely do with a shave. The grey hairs are coming through. We don't like that. They need to go. Need to top up my water. I'll tell you what, the coldest place I've ever been. Coldest I've ever been. I'll tell you what, coldest place I've ever been was New York. So I went to New York in 2001. And oh my days, it was -6. But no, I think it was more. It was like -8 or something like that in January. It was absolutely insane. And I've never felt so cold in my life. It actually ruined it. I didn't check the weather or anything before I went. I didn't even dress appropriately. I just took a chance. I was so much younger than just free spirit. But honestly, I've never been so cold. 6 inches of snow. Every night it was just freezing. And I just remember thinking, homeless people on the streets of New York and, Manhattan and the greater New York area, New York State. And I was like, how are people surviving on the streets in this weather? I was barely surviving walking around in like proper clothes. It was insane. Natasha, how you doing? Cameron said, listen in the background, lads. Nice one, Cam. Arthur says, okay. Natasha, lovely to see you. Natasha says, hiya, breaking news. Mateus Fernandes to Spurs, 85 million. The United fans are really annoyed. Spurs got one over United. Natasha's all over it. 85 million. Wow. I mean, fair play to Spurs, Natasha, spending that big dough. So, and a great little player. Somebody I would have liked to get at Liverpool, but I don't know, 85 million, Natasha. It's so much money. But fair play to Spurs, getting the job done. You can tell Peter will be pleased because he loves himself some Spurs. Obviously Liverpool Peter fan. Peter's a Liverpool fan, but obviously doesn't like the Spurs. But yeah, Natasha, thanks for the breaking news. Lovely to see. All good. Liverpool need to get their skates on though. We need to start tying down a winger, Natasha. That's what we need to do. And Natasha, how has your day been? Let me know. So we have 7 minutes to go before this kicks off. Right, let me fill up my water and then I'll be back in a minute. Tell you what, I will leave the, not that one. We don't want that on. We will leave the lineups up. Matisse, who is Matisse? Hey, McLaughlin, how you doing, my bro? Hope you are well. Let us know, my Celtic brother. Arthur says, I've got to go now. Be back for the other game. Bye, ads. And everyone, have a nice evening and like and sub. Cheers, Arthur. Well, we see you for the next game, mate. Have a good time, whatever you're up to. McLaughlin, hope you're well, my man. Good. That's what we like to see. Mate, as you're in the stream, what we need, as soon as you get in, make sure you drop your prediction for the match straight away. Gakpo scored 8. He did, which was a nice little tribute for his, unborn son. But, it's quite touching. And then they flipping get spanked out anyway. So, do you know what I mean? It is what it is. But, yep. Yeah, drop in your prediction for the match, McLaughlin. Love to see it. Abdul, my bro, how you doing? Hi, veteran and chat. Assalamu alaikum. How are you? Yep, I'm very good. Like and subscribe. Thank you very much, my bro. Exactly. Yep. McLaughlin, drop a little like on the stream as well. Much appreciated. Boys, get your prediction in the chat for the match. The first one, I'm going for an Ivory Coast 2-1. Peter's going for an Ivory Coast 3-2. Arthur was going for a 3-1 Norway. And Cameron was going for a 2-1 Norway. So we're kind of split down the middle. Natasha, if you're there, drop in yours as well. Much appreciated. But yeah, how's your day been, guys? Let us know. Abdul, how's your day been? And McLaughlin, how's your day been, my brother? And do you have a bet on as well? Do you have a bet on the match? Peter says 3-2. Right, and I'll be back in 2 seconds. Just getting some water before the kickoff. Right, back again. Let's have a look. McLaughlin's bet was you done a Haaland brace, a Berger yellow, a Kessie yellow, Odegaard shot on target first. Jesus. Oh right, Odegaard is the on first. Okay, I thought you meant all by first half, but obviously not. Not a bad one. Not a bad one. I think the Kessie and yellow for Sander Berg is a good shout for sure. Odegaard shot on a target first half. Let's see. Haaland brace. I think out of anything, that's the hardest one. But that's because I'm predicting a 2-1 win for Ivory Coast. But, you know, good luck to you, my bro. Hopefully your quid's in. And Peter wishes you good luck as well. McLaughlin says 3-2 Saul off. Norway, I'll guess you a 3-1 Haaland. Oh no, eh? Oh, you've lost me there on that one. But basically 3-1 Haaland, yeah? Right. Right, we've got the graphics up. We're ready for the game. But yeah, yesterday, what did you guys think of the results actually? McLaughlin with the and Abdul. What did you think of the two shocks basically? I'm not sure if hey Haroon, how you doing, my bro? Yeah, exactly. Knocked out Germany or Holland. What did you think of the results? How you doing, Haroon? Good to see you the other day. Sorry, I disappeared as soon as you came in. I was so tired. Last night it was. But yeah, amazing shocks, right? Hey, bro, Netherlands. I know it was mad, right? Well, Van Dijk and the boys, they have to go home now. At least they can rest up for Liverpool, Haroon. That's the positive, right? But how you doing, Haroon? Let me know. And Haroon, my bro, obviously I know you already subscribed. Please do hit the like on the stream. It really helps the growth. I really appreciate it, my bro. And let me know how your day's been as well, my man. Abdul says, good to see Paraguay and Morocco in the next round. 100%. It's a nice story. Morocco, I think Morocco need to start be taken seriously as a very established, even top side. Because they're no joke anymore, Morocco. They get the job done. Paraguay, I didn't see that coming because Germany had them on the ropes with about 10 minutes to go. Paraguay had nothing left. They were like Ian Bill FC. I've got nothing left. They had nothing in the tank. But yeah, it was incredible. Peter says, Abdul, I thought Germany were going to be the sneaky World Cup winners. Fair enough. Yes, Haroon says, Netherlands elimination ruined my mood. I hear you, bro. I hear you. It's just one of those things, man. You got to find somebody else to back now. Not much Liverpool players left in the tournament, especially after today because Isak and Sweden's going to be going home because there's no way they're getting past the French. But yeah, I hear you, bro. I hear you. It is what it is. But Haroon, join the club. Come and support England. Come and support England. We need the boost. Let's go, the Three Lions. Let's go. McLaughlin, if you're still there, my bro, what is it like regarding, on average, with the Scots? Is it like, are they really that bothered about England failing, or is it kind of a bit of a myth? Because you never know. When you see the pundits online or on TV, they're always going on like, oh, want England to fail, want England to fail. But is it really like that, or is it kind of like they're not really that bothered? Right, it's the first time these two teams are meeting. We have the kickoff. Let's go. So the winners of this game get to play Brazil. So, tough old game. Noosa early with that pace down the left flank. Abdul says, I understand what you mean, Peter. In the other view, it's not the same mentality Germany previous decades. Yeah, they're miles off it. Abdul, do you watch the Germany-Paraguay game? But I don't know if you did, but honestly, Germany were miles off it. They still should have got through, to be fair, but yeah, they were miles off it. Okay, fair enough. What did you think? I didn't see that. I didn't see them not going through. I thought Paraguay had run out of gas massively, like a lot of these smaller smaller teams have done over the course of the second halves. They had no gas in the tank. But yeah, I was very surprised. But I didn't watch extra time, so I have no idea. Right, dinks into the box to Haaland, hits the header. As usual with Haaland, you know he's going to get it on target, but not much power in the header there. So Norway a bit early possession now, just controlling the ball around the back. So Norway a bit early possession now, just So Norwegian fans are on the chants in the crowd. Peter says, got myself a roast beef sandwich and a cuppa. He's all set. Good man. Enjoy, my bro. Roast beef sarnie. Haven't had one of those in ages. How are you doing today, Abdul? I think you did say already. I'm obviously diverted eye line, but yeah, let me know how you're getting on today, bro. Hope everything is good with you. Right, good pace from Pedersen now, charging down the right. Do Norway have the biggest, tallest front line in world football? Soloff and Haaland. Two absolute units up top. Proper Vikings. All right, Nicolas Pepe, good run now. Passing it down the wing to Kessie. Good play from Nicolas Pepe there. Right, Nicolas Pepe lays it off. Doué. Ooh. Diomande trying to meet it in the box on the head. Just missed it. Cleared now. Bit of action now. Game starting to heat up, which is what we like to see. So all good. Ball played in there. Diomande puts it out to the left. Comes into the box. Oh, hello there, Abby. Nice to see you. How are you doing? Hope you are well. Welcome to the chats. Just in the middle of this game here. Are you Ooh. Good ball into the box here. Are you enjoying the World Cup? Let us know. Feel free to talk away. They show Haaland's dad in the crowd. Right, corner coming in now from the ex-Arsenal winger, Nicolas Pepe. Puts in a decent cross into the box. Ooh, just evades the head. Is that going to go for another corner? Is that going to be a goal kick? Pardon me. I'm okay. That's lovely to hear. And thank you for joining. Obviously, feel free to chat away. What we do, we just we enjoy the game and just, it's a very friendly atmosphere, environment. So just feel free, make yourself at home, chat away, no problem. So quite a cagey start here, but both teams have, made some impression on each other. Within 10 minutes so far, it's it's all go basically. Peter says, do you have a prediction for the game? Abby, do you have a prediction? Ooh, good feet there. Right, Kessie charging away up the field. So, not back to the goalkeeper by Christoph Ayer there. Well played by him. Back to the goalkeeper, Nyland. Right, Noosa now. Ødegaard out wide. Played out wide there. Right. That's Ulai, the youngster. Strong start by both teams. Quite impressed, really. Gerber Doué, older brother of Desiree Doué. So Ivory Coast playing it around. Agbadou now to Ulai. So a lot of controlled possession now for Nicolas Pepe. Conan now, the fullback. Fizzed into the box. But awful play there. Abby said, I'm Egyptian. I support Salah only. Fair enough, fair enough. We love a bit of Mo on this channel. Him, of course, playing for my boys, Liverpool FC. Not wearing a Liverpool shirt today, but, you know, Mo Salah. He's always the king in my eyes. Apart from one of our residents on here, King Arthur, if you get to know him. So plenty of kings. We've got King Salah and King Arthur on this channel. Ooh, good ball in by Doué there. Found Bonnie, but he couldn't control it because it was kind of fizzed in at him. Both teams have a decent shape, but giving each other enough time to kind of breathe and express themselves, which is good to see. That's why it looks like so far it's going to be a quite an open and expansive game, I feel. Peter says, good luck against Australia on Friday. Right, Kessier now. Diomande. Loose touch. But gets past Pedersen. A little bit scruffy there from Diomande. It's like every touch is going to be scrutinised now. And yeah, every touch will be scrutinised now. Man like Phasmo in the chat. Haaland will score today for sure. Lovely to see it, Phasmo. Could you make sure you drop a like on the stream, Phasmo? Would appreciate it. And I hope you're doing good. What's your prediction for the match, Fazza? Right, ball comes into the box now. Cleared. Oh, good touch there. Well, good crossing, but then Diomande comes in with the heaviest touch you've ever seen in your life. Honestly, the more I see this guy play, I'm not even trying to do the kind of glad we didn't buy him thing, but honestly, some of his touches are absolutely horrific. Diomande. Massively heavy touches he takes. And Phasmo, if you would consider subscribing, I would really appreciate it. If you like good football content. And yeah, it'd be lovely to welcome you into the community. But like I said, feel free to drop a like on the stream. Get involved in the chat. Growing a nice little community with, you know, good people here that like a good chat about football, etc. And life and shooting the breeze in general. Phasmo says, reckon Norway on pens. However, in game it will be 2-2. Good shout, my man. I'm actually going for 2-1 to the Ivory Coast. But I respect your opinion. And like I said, don't forget to drop a like on the stream. Much appreciated. Phasma says, smart prediction, la. Cheers, lad. Ulai there with a loose touch. Diomande brings it into the centre. Pops it out wide. Lovely ball from Diomande. Good switch to Nicolas Pepe. Right. Doué. Is he going to be offside after receiving that pass? Back to Nicolas Pepe in the box. Plays a good one too. Nicolas Pepe. Is he kept it in? Or is it gone out of play? Good play there. Good interchanging passes there from the Ivory Coast. With that luminous orange kit. Right, I need to get my bearings with the Norwegian players. So it seems like Norway are trying to take the sting out of the Ivory Coast attack. I'd say that is a little bit of advantage now for the Ivory Coast. They're a little bit more on top, I would say. Hey, what's happening, Rush? How you doing, my man? I hope you're good. I'm good, my man. I am excellent. Thank you very much. How are you doing today, my bro? Peter says, evening, Rushy. That's what we like to see. Hope you're good, Rush. Don't forget, Rush, drop your prediction into the chat. Let us know what you think. It's about 50-50 at the moment. Most people think... Actually, I think most people are leaning towards Norway on this one. I'm going for Ivory Coast 2-1 personally. But yeah, feel free to drop yours in the chat. And if you don't mind, brother, drop a like on the stream. It really helps the channel growth. And hopefully can help build the community. So yeah, drop your prediction in the chat. But hit that like button as well, my bro. Got some new people in as well, which is lovely to see. And yeah, feel free to chat away. Hope you've had a great day. Right, Bonnie waiting patiently in the box. Oh, well played. It's come across. Ooh, side netting. Yeah, that's the thing. With that username there, Rush Fowler, you can't go better than that. There's I tell you, there's another one that I saw. It was what did I see? It was Phobby Growler, which is a really good one, I thought. Yeah, you got to love the play on words. But you've gone route one for two of the greats, Rush. Two of the greats there. Russian Fowler. Good stuff. 2 better number 9s you'll never hope to find. Do you know what I mean? Right, Antonio Nusa on the left wing, chalk on his boots. So that's Aya over to Berg. Russia's glad you're good. Arcade was happy Germany went out. They bombed our chippy. Well, back in the day, yeah. Yeah, a bit of revenge every once in a while. Do you know what I mean? I hear you. I was amazed when I woke up this morning and imagine Germany losing on penalties. Yeah, hold that, Germany. It's funny how the world has moved on so far, but you know, we'll always take delight when there's a bit of German, not misery, but you know, a bit of a bit of misfortune for Germany on a football pitch or the sporting world is never a bad thing. They've had it too good for too long, so they needed to have a little time in the wilderness. Do you know what I mean? So I'm with you, Rush. I am with you, bro. Oh, is that going to be obstruction there? That's got to be a yellow there for Muller Wolf on Diomande. Completely checked his run. He was going to be clear. Oh, complete obstruction. Tries to dive in on him, Muller Wolf. Body checks him. And yeah, that's got to be a yellow. Oh, wow. Didn't even book him. That's crazy. That's not accidental. No chance. He did that on purpose. He sold it well, though, Muller Wolf. Body checked his rampaging run of Diomande. Just cleaned him out. Oh, Rush, I don't know if I asked you yesterday, but what did you think of, the Diomande deal falling through for Liverpool? It looks like he wants to only go to PSG if he does leave RB Leipzig. And, so Liverpool's offer obviously got rejected a few days ago, and we're obviously not going back in for him. So what do you think of that situation, my man? I'm not sure if we talked about it yesterday. Got too many things in my head running around. So let me know what you think of that deal falling through. I can't remember if we talked about it. We've just had the first hydration break. The first quarter's over, guys. The first quarter's over. And now we're back for the second quarter in a few minutes. Damn, hydration breaks suck. All right, just waiting for this hydration break to finish. We're into the second quarter, guys. The second quarter. Anyone in the background that wants to have a chat, feel free. I'm all ears. We can chat. We can watch the football. We can shoot the breeze, tell stories. It's all good. Open platform, open forum, all good. Rush, yes. Rush says, maybe Diomande is a smokescreen for some other player. Very true. Transfer rumours get on my nerves. A player can agree to join a club, then last minute change his mind. It's very true, my man. It's very true. I'll be real as well. I'm trying not to, because I used to be quite calm on transfers, but obviously since doing YouTube the last few months, you get caught up in it, and I need to try and revert back to, you know, just being a bit chilled until they're more or less signed on a dotted line, right? Once, you know, there used to be that old saying, wasn't it? It was like, they're not your player until you see them holding up the shirt, right? And they're taking the pictures and whatnot. So, you know, there is too many things in this day and age, and it's like everybody wants to kind of talk about, you know, what does this player have for breakfast and all that sort of stuff. Let's just wait until things are more or less concrete. Or better still, when we signed, you know, Victor Munoz the other day from the Spanish club, we, you know, completely out of the blue, on the dotted line, bang, it was just done. And those are the kind of ones that we want Liverpool to be doing, moving stealthily in the background and just whammo, we got the player. That's what we want. So I think you're right in a way. There's too much talk. There's too much going on. And maybe it was a smokescreen. We shall see. Because really the bid they put in seemed like it was an okay bid, but maybe they kind of knew it was going to get rejected because Leipzig were talking about they wanted that big money from the get-go. So who knows? Let's see. But you're right. All right, lofted into the box. Oh, Pepe hits it. Should have went for the far corner, but puts it across the goal. But yeah, Aya puts it behind. Could Pepe have done a bit better there? Right, corner now. Nicolas Pepe coming in with a second corner. Right, Pepe. Corner comes in. Not a bad delivery. Comes out to Diomande. Knocks it back. Pepe. Checks back outside. Edge of the box. Oh, can he keep it in? Oh. Right, Aya plays it out now. Muller-Wolfer to Nusa, left wing. Oh, nutmegs his opponent. Right, Nusa now, central. Odegaard sizing up a shot. Nusa. It's all getting a bit bitty. There's a break now. Down the right-hand side, Nicolas Pepe still got the burners at age 31. Oh, he sells it, He sends him to the shops. Oh, puts a dangerous cross across the box. And it's cleared behind for a corner. Good play from Ivory Coast there. Great from Pepe. Cuts inside. Kind of outside of the boot. Travella cross. Nobody takes a gamble. Rushes in. Diomande's cross comes in. Decent defending. Right, Diomande now with his cross. Decent corners. I mean, these corners, they're all kind of accurate, but without having real menace on the swing. Right, Nusa tries to break, but can't. Pepe and Diomande get each other's way, and it goes out for a goal kick. Nyland slowly jogs over to retrieve the ball, and is about to take a Norwegian kick out. So 31 minutes gone. A lively-ish game so far. Fairly interested. Gary, welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing well, my bro. How are you doing today? Let us know. Right, Norway with a bit of controlled possession there. Right, Hegem now. I'm wondering some of these guys, like thinking about the squad. You've got a Hegem on the pitch. We used to have a Vigard Hegem. We used to play for Liverpool. Some of you Liverpool fans in the chat, do you remember Hegem, Peter? Do you remember Vigard Hegem? Rush, do you remember Vigard Hegem? I'm pretty sure he was about the late 90s or early 2000s. And we've got a Hegem on the pitch now and a Torsvet on the bench as well. Right, break now. Diomande. What's he got? Lays it into Bonnie. You can't do much with it. And it goes off for a goal kick. Oh, no, corner, sorry. Gary says, I'm good. Yo, Peter, he says. Peter says, no shot on target yet. Yeah, your 3-2 ain't looking good, bro. Not yet. That's why I've gone for that KG 2-1. I feel it's going to be close. And I feel like at the moment so far, Ivory Coast have definitely had the edge. They look like they've got more threat without maybe some of the cultured build-up, to be honest. But good to see everyone is well in the chat. That's what we like to see. Ooh, clever ball in there. Bonnie tried to let it break through. Franck Kessier wins a corner there. Good play off of Berg. Right, Kessier now. Lost one in. Well cleared by the Norwegian defence. Very solid. A spoon kick of a shot straight into the hands of Nyland. So Conan with a throw now. How's the roast beef sandwich, Pete? Torben Hegem, it's Vigard Hegem. Oh, okay, there you go, my man. Yeah, that's the thing. You remember these names, etc. But yeah, it makes sense. A lot of these times, when you see a familiar name, the chances are it's a relative because obviously, you know, if you've got football in a family, there's a good chance that one of your offspring or relatives is going to make it as a footballer as well. I used to like Hegem. I thought he was quite underrated. He was a right back for Liverpool. I remember him well. I really liked him as a player. But obviously it wasn't during our best period. Ball into the box. Haaland gets a big head on it, but powers it into the ground. He's not had much, the big man. But yeah, Torben Hegem, eh? Interesting. And yeah, as I was mentioning in the build-up, you've got Torsvet on the bench. So I'm thinking he's got to be a relative to Eric Torsvet, I would imagine. Peter says, very nice French bread, roast beef and sun-dried tomato, touch of Himalayan. Check you out, the connoisseur. I see you. Sandwich Brigade is out. That's what we like to see. Sounds good. Just a little sprinkle of Himalayan rock salt to top it off. I see you, Peter. Yeah, I'm going to quickly look up. I'm going to quickly look up the Torsvet in this squad. Bonnie having a real physical battle there with Aya. Right, Berg on the break now, but he's chased back by the very pacey Ivory Coast team. Nusa, what's he got? Spreads it centrally. Odegaard, chops left, winds up for the long ranger. And yes, Christian Torsvet, who is on the bench for Norway, Peter, is the son of Eric Torsvet. He used to be the Tottenham goalkeeper. He was a very average goalkeeper for Tottenham. He used to make so many mistakes. If you remember him, of which I do, he was bang average of a keeper. But, you know, over time, Spurs fans would tell you that he was better than he was. But no, he was a bit of a shocker. So Nusa, occupied by 3 men. Right, Nusa in the box. Oh, lovely goal from... Oh, my days, from Nusa. Comes into the box, left-hand side. And he just drives into the right-sided position. But he's on the edge of the box. And he puts an absolute beautiful curler into the top bins. Proper curler that was. Sensational. Really, really good finish there from Antonio Nusa of Leipzig. Yeah, that was breathtaking. It was like a slow motion curler. Lovely stuff. Played into by Odegaard. Drives into the box. Beats one man. And puts a perfect curler into the top bins. Oh, lovely goal. Really, really nice. And that is Ivory Coast 0, Norway 1. What a strike that was. Oh, on it, picturesque that was. That really was, wasn't it, Rush? It was a great goal. Absolutely beautiful finish. That's another player that Liverpool's been linked with, by the way. I kind of poo-pooed it, to be honest, because I looked at his goal return and his assist record, and it's pretty mediocre. But obviously, you're not going to let one goal fool you, but that was absolutely lovely. Now, this guy Nusa is a hell of a talent, by the way, anyway. Very pacey, very tricky. But he had a massive injury a couple of seasons ago. And for anyone that hasn't heard of this player or seen much of him, he failed a medical at Brentford about, I think it was 18 months ago. So they didn't take up the option to buy him. The deal was all to be agreed. But he failed a medical and Brentford backed out. But he's still playing in... for Leipzig in Germany, but yeah, well, I guess we'll have to see how his career goes. But I think once a player's had a really massive injury around their knees, you know, to kind of pump 30, 40 million into a transfer is a dangerous game. But you never know. He scores a great goal like that, World Cup stage, plays for Leipzig. Him and Diomande are the 2 dangerous players for Leipzig. So let's see how he gets on for the rest of the World Cup. But yeah, great start for Norway, really. Because I think it's come against the run of play mostly. Right, here we go. Haaland! Oh my God, he's missed it. Wow, I'll come to that in a second, Peter. So ball comes into the box now. Right, Sorloth wins the header, drops to Haaland, swings a boot at it. Wow, is that Costin who comes in with a block? Because you're putting your mortgage on Haaland. Oh, Haaland does connect, but doesn't get a full connection. And it's blocked by Ibrahima Sangare of Nottingham Forest. But you would have put your life 4 yards out. Erling brought Haaland, misses the target. Sangare gets a blocking, but it's more about the miss, really. Oh, surely! What a corner, comes in beautiful, beats everybody, and 2 Norwegian players failed to connect when having a chance. Have to score that goal. Oh my days. Haaland misses it. The rebound. Hegem misses it. Oh my days. If Pedersen gets a head on it, drifts it to the back post, and Hegem and Haaland and miss it. Incredible stuff. Could have been 2-0, game over. So will Norway regret that? Peter says Hegem's first goal against Middlesbrough in 98 was brilliant. Do you know what, Peter? I'm going to go look at that right this second because I need to see that now. I'll just type Hegem goal and let's see what it comes out. Because if it's a brilliant goal, oh, there you go, Middlesbrough. Let's have a go. Let's have a look at it. Oh, I remember it now. So I've just watched right. I've got a feeling it's going to be like a 25-yard curler, I think. Jesus. I just saw the Redknapp go. Oh, here's the Hegem goal. Oh, lovely driving run. Oh, yeah. I just saw it, Peter. Yeah, it was a lovely little mazy run. He kind of checked in, checked out, and then he did a stabbed right-footed effort. Kind of a lob at the same time. Yeah, very good. Peter, yeah, so it was a good goal. Well done. Yeah, well done for remembering that. Oh, what's it called? Funny enough, when I saw the Carragher, because I just saw the Carragher and Redknapp and the Hegem goals in that Middlesbrough game, and I remembered the Redknapp goal and I remembered the Carragher goal, but I didn't remember the Hegem goal. So cheers for that. And Peter says Haaland stinker and hooked at half time. Right, Pepe with the corner now from the right hand side. It's going to go for a normal delivery now. No, in swinger here, just a normal delivery. Let's see what he's got. I think Ivory Coast a little bit unlucky to be behind, but saying that, Norway could have been 2-0 up. Oh, theatrical. Get up. Ridiculous dive there. Agbadu goes down theatrically. He says that his shirt was pulled, but the way he went down was horrific. It was so dramatic. It was unbelievable. Let's have a look. Is he being held? Oh, come on. That's not a penalty. Well, they're talking on the commentary about a shirt pull, but come on. You can't give a penalty for that. Behave. Let's get on with that. Let's get on with the game. Right, 4 minutes additional time. Right, play that wide. Nusa brings down Gerber Doué. Lovely check back by Doué, the older brother, right back of Desiree Doué. What a footballing family, eh? Two brothers at the World Cup. Pretty incredible. So Nusa, first player to be booked in this game. Pepe, right, left-footed, floated into the box. Oh, headed just wide. That was so close. No, it's offside anyway, but I was holding my breath there. Oof. Very close. Nyland had it covered anyway. As a Norwegian all right, so Norway just want to get to half-time, it seems, with the lead intact. Muller Wolf. Right, Muller Wolf for the throw-in. We're just going to see out this first half now. I doubt if there'll be anything else happening. Noosa tries a nutmeg. And that is the end of the first half. So good half there. A lot of back and forth. I think Ivory Coast are a little bit unlucky to go behind, but fair play to Norway. As soon as they took the lead, they smelt blood and really kind of put the pressure on. Nearly got the second straight afterwards. So very, very impressive. Right, it's at half time. Hope everyone's enjoying the game and enjoying the chat as well. Just going to have a look at the stats at half time. So it is, of course, Ivory Coast 0, Norway 1. Looking at the stats at half time, we can see that Ivory Coast have had a 44% possession, 56% for Norway. A 0.44 XG. For Ivory Coast, 0.66 for Norway. 5 shots for Ivory Coast and 6 for Norway. 2 on target for Norway and only 1 shot on target for Ivory Coast, which has been a bit of a problem for them. Ivory Coast have had 20 touches in the Norwegian box and 9 touches for Norway in the Ivory Coast box. One save a piece per goalkeeper. 3 aerial duels won by Ivory Coast, 6 by Norway. 1 foul committed by Ivory Coast, 4 by Norway, so a bit more physical than Norwegians. 9 corners for Ivory Coast and 2 for Norway. So I'd say overall that Ivory Coast kind of, they didn't dominate possession, but they kind of dominated more of the match, to be fair. But Norway definitely hit them with a sucker punch there with that chance. And there's only been one yellow card, and that was Noosa, the goal scorer, at half time. So yeah, lovely goal that was by Noosa, one of the better ones of the tournament, and a nice little assist from Odegaard. You know how it is these days. We live in the GA stat padding world. Odegaard lays off a 5-yard pass to a player who then goes around one player and bends a 20-yard effort into the top bins, but he gets an assist, right? So it's like any of us and our grandmas could have assisted that goal, to be honest, but it all counts on the stat sheets. But yeah, lovely goal from Noosa. Really, really beautifully taken. So on that note, I'm just going to quickly run and sort some bits out. I'll leave the team sheets up on the screen at half time, and I'll be back shortly. Obviously, anybody in the chat wants to drop any messages, ask any questions, have a little chat, then feel free to drop it in the background. Everyone is welcome. Absolutely all good. Oh, wow. Just looking at the pictures of of a Denmark stadium. It's like, that is absolutely incredible scenes there. Really, really amazing. Wow. That is how you celebrate. Incredible. Wow. The images from back home in Norway. Yeah, absolute scenes. Giant screen in one of the football stadiums. Looks like there's about 100,000 people in there cheering on the goal. Absolutely incredible. But yes, I'll be back shortly. And yep, all good, all good. Okay, back again. Nothing new in the chat, but hope everyone is well. I hear you, Peter. I hear that, mate. It's not easy. It's not easy tackling the late hours and whatnot. Did you actually? Because I remember you saying you were going to try and catch the Norway Morocco. Did you actually stay up and watch it? Let me know. Oh, fair enough. And that's the thing. Was you hoping for a normal time conclusion when it got to like the end of the 90 minutes, or was you was all right for this for the extra time? Oh, like Pete, I'm just seeing the goals for the first time. Van Dijk was nowhere for that header for the equaliser. He didn't have a clue. Oh, what a strike from Coop Miners, that first penalty. Wow. Ugh. So Morocco blew their first penalty. Just looking at the penalties now. Oh, hit the post. That was Cliver. Ugh. That was daylight when you went to bed. So Netherlands. I'm just watching the penalties now. Oh my days. I thought if a keeper saved it, that's just a save. Oh, it's one continuous movement. Morocco looked a bit lucky on the penalties, if you ask me, so far. I'm on the third one now. Oof, that's a good penalty. V.A.S. Oof, that was a good penalty. Damn. So this must be a miss, surely. Oh my, that's horrible. Timber with the penalty. It was awful, that penalty. Oh my, does anyone want to win this shootout? Hakimi missed as well. These are awful. Ah, Somerville, what was that? And it's obviously the one that saw him go through. Right, that was a crazy penalty shootout, Peter. I've just seen it just now. They were awful, some of those penalties. Absolutely shocking. Right, second half about to kick off. Right, I'll be one moment. Right, second half has kicked off. Sort out the timer now. Rushing around at half time. Yeah, I can imagine, Peter, was definitely a late one for you then. That must have been getting all finished about 4:30 then. Wow, definitely a late one. Right, let's see how the second half is looking. Ivory Coast got to do something, or they are on their way out. Peter says, might have started to my age and missing a few of these late games. I hear you, my man. Well, you done better than me because, yeah, I haven't caught any of those late ones. And as you saw yesterday, I could barely even make it to 11, to be honest, for that one. So that Agbadou, number 20, he's a big old unit for Ivory Coast. Absolutely massive. Kosanu, centre back that wears number 7, always looks a bit odd. Sangare now, another big unit in midfield. Oh, Diallo with a good delivery across the box. No one picked up. No one steaming in. Needed a box crasher there. Great cross into the box. Very dangerous. Diomande puts a nice ball into the box. Pepe tries to control it. Is that a corner? All right, Ivory Coast corner now. Right, Diomande taking a corner from the left-hand side. Normal delivery. Diomande, poor cross in. Barely beats the first man. Do with a cross into the box. Norway easily clear. Norway very deep in their half. Right, Conan down the left. Good ball into the box. Well cleared by Berg. Oh, horror shot coming in there from Sangare. Technically, he's always been somebody I worried about, Sangare. Never really rated him like that. Little kid catches the ball in the crowd and he's going to keep it. But Morla, yes, my bro, back again. If Norway wins, then Insha France lost. If Norway lost, Insha, then France lost. We shall see, my bro. We shall see. I just can't see how France lose to Sweden. I just can't see it, man. I think Sweden's going to get absolutely pummeled later, to be honest. Right, Norway trying to take the sting out of the attack. I hear you, Mutmauler. I think Belgium lose, Paraguay, bro, missed extra time. You missed the whole. Yeah, I hear that, man. Right, Odegaard, good, wins the ball back well, an advanced position, lays in Noosa, but it takes absolutely forever to do it. Dinked into the box, Muller Wolf, Noosa's furious. Odegaard dilly-dallying, taking way too much time on the ball. Should have made a decision, slipped it in earlier. It was a great press from Odegaard to win it. He runs up the ball, but he just holds onto the ball far too long. Took my eyes off the game for a minute. They should have scored there. They should have scored there. Good chances there for Ivory Coast. Right, let's see that again on a replay. That was poor from me. Got distracted. Doué puts the ball into the box. Falls to Pepe in the box. Left-footed volley. Smashes it straight at the keeper. Got to go far post. And it's a certain goal. But good save there from Nyland. But yeah, should have scored there. Should have scored. Right, Odegaard, just outside. Poor kind of chipped through ball from Odegaard. It's just not good enough. Dilly-dallying Odegaard. Yeah, not a player I've really rated, to be honest with you. Takes too long to make decisions, Odegaard. All right, anyway, that is that. Right, Pepe now plays a ball. So a chance for Kesse there. Played into him from Pepe, slipped him in, tries to turn the swivel and hit it, but he can't generate any power on it. Right, Noosa now, charging up the left wing, chalking his boots now. Ivory Coast are going to need to make some changes here. They're not quite at it. Maybe feeling a little bit sorry for themselves. Right, so let's get this free kick underway. Odegaard standing on it. Just adjacent, about 25 yards out, but just in line with the edge of the box on the left-hand side. He's going to whip it in with his left foot. Great cross into the box, straight in. How is that not a goal? How is that not a goal? Wow, falls into the hands of Fofana, the goalkeeper. Should have been a goal. Abdul says, do you think life is fair and equal? Why do some doors open for some but not for other BAME groups, as in black African men and ethnic groups, right? Do I think life is fair? In terms of, but when you say is life fair and equal, are you talking about in terms of football management? Or just in general? I mean, life is definitely not fair. You know. But that doesn't come down to race. It's like some of us could be born into extreme poverty. Some of us can be born into privilege. Some of us can be born into war-torn environments. That's just luck of the draw, I guess. But in terms of actual growing up and opportunities and stuff, life is definitely not fair. There's definitely things that go more for some than others. But that's not necessarily about... 1 second, my man. Oh, what an awful strike that was. From Agbadu. Awful strike. And nobody's getting the footballs back in the crowd. They're just nicking footballs. Abdul says workplace managers and higher positions. No, not really. Because I think, sadly, people look after themselves. But that goes for everybody, my man. It's like, you know, whether that's race or gender. I've seen it with all sorts. Whether it be in certain workplaces, fast food chains, supermarkets, higher management roles. I've seen different nationalities look after their own nationality or after others. So it's not like a white or black divide, for example, or a white or kind of Asian divide. I've seen it in all sorts. People, sadly, tend to look after their own. But it shouldn't really be like that, should it? It should be the best man or best woman or best person for the job, right? But so yeah, I think life can be very unfair. But I think at the end of the day, I'm someone that just gets my head down and I'll get on with it, and I'll just keep trying and plugging away, and I try to look for the positive in things. And I definitely wouldn't blame anybody for others. I mean, on paper, I have a very, I don't like using the word ethnic, but obviously, sadly, in this world, that's the only way to describe it, because obviously, if your name isn't Dave Smith, or if you don't have a normal Christian name in England, then your name is classed as ethnic. So obviously just follow what I'm saying here. So I don't have, on paper, a Christian name. So, you know, have I lost out on opportunities? Possibly. But I've still had good opportunities as well. Who knows how hard I've had to work for them. Maybe I've had things go my way in some ways as well with my ethnicity. I think it's maybe helped at some times as well. Because now we're getting into a certain culture over the last 15 years where you need a bit more diversity in the workplace. So I think it's about timing, Abdul. I think 25 years ago, if men of our age 25 years ago had it a lot harder than men of our age now, because I think the world is a bit fairer now. In answer to that question, I honestly believe that. I think 25 years ago, life was a lot harder for people that weren't. Abdul said, will we eradicate this? It's more like a psychological issue. Nepotism, systemic hate and bias. I don't think we'll ever truly get rid of it, my man. For the reasons you just said, because it's too It's too ingrained in the world, you know. And at the end of the day, right, let's see this break. Oof, good chance there. Ivory Coast trying to step up the heat without any real pressure. Yeah, I mean, I don't think we'll ever truly eradicate it, but yeah, look, it's interesting philosophical debate. I'll be real with you as well, my man. For all of the things that some people worry about or have had concerns about, I think before we get to any real... I think before we get... I'll comment on that in a second, my man. Before we get to any real kind of analysis on why things are happening in terms of hate or discrimination or whatever, before we get into things regarding colour and creed, I sincerely believe that even if you take the two genders as we know it, not to get into a gender debate, but male and female, I think for all the things that's happened in terms of racism and discrimination, that things that go against men in the workplace, I think women as a race have had it far worse than anything that any of us men have been through. Women have had the most abhorrent treatment in the history of the human race. So before anything, I think we need to start looking after women better than before we worry about the other stuff, to be honest, regarding how difficult life can be for men, Abdul, for real. Let me deal with this corner and I will come to your message as Diomande places it down for this corner. Left-hand side, he's going to swing it in with his right foot. I still don't believe this guy's 19. He looks about 39. Right, good ball into the box. Right, brought down. Ahmad. Ooh, cleared now. Bit of pressure now from Ivory Coast. They're looking for a handball for Haaland, who clears it. So that was a great play there. Right, Abdul says, I like you. You're like a brother and a real friend. I don't have any friends. Mate, that's what the channel's all about, my man. And I'm glad to have you as a friend. Absolutely no problem, my man. Always welcome. And I'm happy to chat. No problem. Abdul says, we do need to protect children and women. Oh, 100%, mate. 100%. Obviously, children goes without saying, right? And me as a father, you know, children has been my life. Do you know, my children are everything to me. But honestly, women, I think women have been through far too much in the last 2 millennium and obviously in previous history. So, yeah, I just think in general, I think before we fix other things, we need to fix the gender divide. And obviously, we're not going to worry too much about how so-called younger women are carried on in terms of, behaviours and whatnot. It's like at the end of the day, we are all responsible for the younger generation. But women go through the most abhorrent stuff, as I said. And, yeah, it's not cool. Not cool in my eyes. I'm a massive advocate for, for helping women. And, in my spare time, I think all of us should volunteer more of our time. I do a little bit of voluntary in a charity shop. Obviously my time is divided amongst other things, but I think we all should do things such as this. Do you know what I mean? Just try and give a little bit back. If everyone gave up 2 to 4 hours of their time every week, the world would be a better place, right? Anyway, but regarding your question, what's your thoughts on it? Do you think we'll eradicate things? Do you kind of side along with some of my views, or let me know what you think, Abdul? That's going to be a goal, surely. Oh my goodness. Cleared off the line. How is this not 2-0? Wow. Corner comes in from Odegaard. Lovely corner. Beats everybody. On rushing, Norwegian player comes flying in. And absolutely, I think it was Pedersen. Absolutely smashes it goalward bound. Has it bounced off the keeper? Is it a goal? Are they checking for handball? 1 second, Abdul. Just want to see what's happening on the pitch. Ahmad looking guilty at the side here. What's gone on? So it's blocked by Ahmad, but did it block it with a hand? So they're checking the replay. Oh no. Game continues, so nothing doing. Wow, can't believe Norway are not 2-0 up. Absolutely incredible. Abdul says, I find life hard. I just keep to myself. I go for long walks to seek guidance from a higher being. Now, fair enough, my man. It's not easy, man. And it's not easy. Not everyone finds things connecting with other humans easy in this world, especially if we find things that we find spiritually and individually, personally, things that we can't accept and find things difficult. So that is what's good about platforms such as these. Obviously, people that can bond. And men need to talk more to other men, to be honest, because whether it's about friendship groups and dynamics, men do not talk enough. And it leads to lots of complications because being a man is very difficult. To be honest with you, men aren't there for men in the way women are for women in a way. Even though men get on in general, I find on average better than females get on with females. Like a man could just walk up to another man, have a chat about football and just get on with things. But that doesn't mean bonds are made. But, that's the idea behind my channel as well. You make relationships, you make new friends, you bond over things like football and chat and life. And it's always nice to have somewhere where you can kind of go and actually feel wanted is the wrong word, but, merited, feel like you've got merit in a place. So, hopefully that's what my channel can do on a smaller stage. So, yeah, always welcome, my brother. Abdul says, it's so complex to extricate things like undercover racism, systemic issues, protecting women, protecting children, and bias. Are these hydration breaks over the top? I'll come back to a previous topic. Yeah, they definitely are. 3 minutes to get a drink. But obviously it's about the adverts that happen in America now that we don't see. And I just don't like the fact that it takes too long and it gives the managers a chance to coach the teams. It's not right. But it's very complex to eradicate these things. I mean, racism is something that you can't really see unless someone is overt. And in some ways, overt racism is kind of more acceptable, or you'd welcome overt racism more than undercover, because at least with overt racists, you can see it. So, they're kind of letting some people will plant their flag in the ground and say, look, I'm a racist, or I'm a xenophobe, or I'm what have you. And I like this in my country X, and I don't want foreigners or whatever. Even though everybody's a foreigner really, because there's no real original this or original that. Everyone's moved from somewhere to land where we are. But yeah, so when people hide in plain sight, that is the problem, and not being true to their, their beliefs. So in some ways, I can respect somebody that has a certain belief if they stand on it and they own it. But when people hide and lie and hide behind it, that's even worse. But yeah, it's very difficult. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying like all women need protecting. Children definitely need protecting. That's 100%. But not all women should not have to feel the need to feel protected. They should just be able to just exist and not feel under any threat. But unfortunately, men are the biggest problem on this planet and will always be the biggest issue on this planet. But people out there do good work. And like I said, going back to my previous comment, people could do things volunteer in different ways, volunteer to help, just do charity work of any sort, just be better. And obviously with certain cultures and whatnot, it's in certain religions, it's compulsory that you hand over, part of your salary and your earnings to help certain causes, etc. within said religion. And it's things like that where we need to do more as people. So yeah. Right, Shelter up and Oscar Bob on. Right, good ball into the box. Oof. Conan with the effort now. Very, very intricate play there from Ivory Coast. Right, Oscar Bob now. So just 18 minutes left of normal time. What can the Ivory Coast do? Abdul says they like zooming into the crowd on certain individuals. Yeah, 100%. You noticed it, yeah, with the two Norwegian women at the end there. It's like, honestly, it's ridiculous. But it does irritate me. You know, obviously we're all human beings. We all have desires, emotions, things that drive us. But it's just sad in a world where everything has to be sold by. There has to always be a sexual angle for everything. It's like, just give it a rest. Just literally, why don't they give it a rest? But they can't, and they won't. There's always going to push that narrative. Always going to push that narrative. Because at the end of the day, even it's subtle, isn't it? Because, you know, we know what they're doing with the crowd, honing in, zoning in on the women. Because at the end of the day, there's going to be men watching, whether it's old, young, or whatever, watching this, and they're gonna subconsciously enjoy it or consciously enjoy seeing women. And it's just another small little 1% to keep the average man hooked on football. It's just, but obviously it's just degrading and demeaning to women. Do you know what I mean? Because it's not like they go around, like however we want to look at things. Like, I'm not afraid to say if a man's good looking or not. I don't give a damn. I can say a woman's good looking. I can say a man's good looking, but they don't go around looking for hunky men in the crowd or really good looking guys in the crowd. They won't do that. There's women watching football, so why don't they do that? But it's always about looking for beautiful women. Right, Ahmad, great run. What a goal from Ahmad. Oh my days, the substitute. What a finish. Incredible. He's burst through literally the whole team, danced past about 4 players, left, right, cutting. He cannot be stopped. Ahmad Diallo of Manchester United has absolutely just ripped through Norway's defence. And he's levelled the game. And once again, I would just mention it, the hydration break has come in clutch because V.A.S, the Ivory Coast manager, has had a little tactical tweak, made a few changes, and boom, there you go. Proper stuff. It's a great finish. It's a great finish from Ahmad. Bursts into the box, on the byline, good give and go, goes past players, composure, cuts in on his right. Great finish. Brilliant goal. McMauler is happy. Day 3 upset number 1 loading. I don't think it is an upset though. But, you know, that's just my view on it. I think Ivory Coast are a better team than Norway overall. I just think Norway have... Well, I don't rate Odegaard like that. But obviously, most of the world would. But Haaland obviously is the true superstar on the pitch. But I think Ivory Coast have got better players overall, to be honest. But yeah, let's see what's going to happen. Very, very good. Interesting. So he's had a massive impact, Ahmad Diallo. He's cleared one off the line about 5 minutes ago. And now he's got the equaliser after not starting the game. So respect to the young Manchester United forward. Mauler says French upset. Let's see, my man. Let's see. If that happens, I'll be stunned. But I just can't see it. But yeah, Abdul. Yeah, really good chatting, my man. Always happy to talk subjects. Obviously, I don't want to get mega deep regarding religion or politics on the channel. But it's good to have obviously social conversations. So I'm always happy with that. And thank you for saying what you said. It really means a lot. Really appreciate it. And you're always welcome, my brother. Absolutely always welcome. Right, here we go. Norway with a chance to go back in the lead. What's going to happen here? Ooh. Odegaard trying to bring it down. Kind of dilly-dallied on it. Needed to get a more firmer touch. Yep, 1-0 Abdul. 1-0, my man. Hopefully you heard what I said, Abdul, and you're very much appreciated, believe me. Right, Norway. A break now. Look, he's over to your left. You had Ahmad over on your left. Right, Pepe. Well, Pepe goes down in the box. Get up, man. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Looking for it. Shocking stuff. Get up, son. What are you doing? Come on, don't embarrass yourself. You've had a really great game, Nicolas Pepe. And it's funny as well, you know, with all of this whole Yan Diomande chat, I think Nicolas Pepe's had a better World Cup than him, and so has Ahmad as well. So, yeah. All this talk about 100 million this, 100 million that. Yeah. Berg now. Odegaard just outside. What's he going to do? Right, Berg into the box. Just plays it back pass. Back to the keeper. Right, Diomande driving into the box. Diallo tries to do a cutback. Nothing comes of it. So we've got a game on our hands now. Or should I say more of a game? Ooh, I mean, on the replay there, I mean, Pepe kind of tried to sell it a bit more, but maybe that could have been a penny on another night. Could have been. But anyway, the game has continued. Oscar Bob plays it centrally to Odegaard. Pedersen gets a cross in. Big clearance by Kosunu. Odegaard trying to recycle. Pedersen now on the wing. Odegaard. Oh, good play by Odegaard. Oscar Bob. Right wing. Right. Norway, good possession now. Agbadu, good defending. Conan clears. Abdul says they're giving bad service to Haaland. The Norway wingers, yeah, they're not giving him any service. Saying that, he did have that one chance about 25 minutes ago. He should have done better. Right, Berger now. Right. Odegaard drifts into the box. Oscar Bob. Oh, they messed that up between them. Right, player down, needing treatment. Ivory Coast player. Amad Diallo down, holding his back on the ground. Leipzig asking 150 million euros for Diomande. Leipzig are jokers. To be honest with you, Abdul, I think they're being genuine when they say they want to keep him for one more season. I actually think they want to do well in the Champions League because they know that in a year's time he's still going to be worth 100 million. In all honesty, he's not going to have another. He's going to have another good season in the Bundesliga because it's a very open and attacking league. So there's no reason why he won't, unless there was a mad injury. So I think they're happy to have him one more year, and they're probably still selling for 150, 120 or whatever. And PSG are not going to bite for that money. There's even a small chance he could still come to Liverpool, to be honest. Because if PSG don't go to those levels, then, you know, I think they're just trying to just not sell him, basically. But if you come in with it's like the Godfather. Give me an offer I can't refuse, you know, that kind of thing. I'll give you an offer. They want that 150 million. And then they're like, okay, it's too stupid not to turn down. But they might just think keeping him gives them a chance to go far in the Champions League, maybe get through to the qualifying stage of the top 8 or whatever. So, you know, or get through to the knockout stage of the Champions League. That's going to be worth a lot of money to Leipzig. So, but I'll tell you what, for 150 million, they can keep him, because for 150 million, you might as well go to Bayern Munich, right? And try and buy Elise, because if you're going to spend 150 million, there's no guarantee with this Diomande, if you ask me. But yeah, if I'm Liverpool and it's 150, I'm going straight in for Elise. Every bit of money, I'm going down the back of the sofa. Every pound note I find, it's going on Elise, 100%. So a dinger is coming on for the Ivory Coast. Going extra time. Yeah, it's looking like it, my man. It is looking like it. Abdul, as for our team, Liverpool, I feel like we were ready to go deep, big money for Diomande, but I feel like we're going to do some clever stuff. They're talking about this Said Al-Mala. I've never seen this guy play, but I've seen the YouTube compilations. I don't see much difference between him and Diomande, to be honest. It's both the same age. Both score goals, both very pacey, attacking direct. Both doing it in the Bundesliga. So yeah, maybe Liverpool might grab him. There's also a young guy called a Spanish midfielder. They're calling the baby Fabinho. So he's a Spanish player. His name escapes me, but he looks pretty tasty himself. So I think Liverpool are going to do some smart signings. Hopefully we're not going to be that. Hopefully we can go back to that model of getting 40 to 50 million euro players that can grow into greats. Oh, that's the player. Yeah. Have a look. When you got some time, Abdul, have a look at this guy. He plays for. He plays in the Bundesliga. Spanish midfielder. Go have a look at him at his compilation video. Looks very impressive. Nice and tall, elegant. Oh, you know already. Okay, cool. I hadn't heard of him until a few days ago, but he looks not bad. I like the physicality, the height. Very good in the air. Looks like he's got a really good long shot. So yeah, baby Fabinho, they're calling him. So we will take that all day long. But I think we're going to go back to good business soon. After Barcola. So let's spend some good money on Barcola. Then we get some of these bargains. That's the player. I've really wanted him for a long time now. Him and Adam Wharton were the two players I wanted for a long, long time. Right, good ball into the box there. Haaland! And it's there, 2-1. It is there. Norway have pinched it at the depth. And it's that man. It's that man. It had to be Erling brought Haaland. The striker supreme. That was great play. That was really, really good play. This guy's the record breaker. Wow. It's a great goal. Really good play. Oscar Bob comes into the edge of the box, right hand side, slips it in through some players to Berg, who cuts it across to Haaland, who doesn't really get a great connection, but he does enough. And it bundles it over the line. And that is Erling Haaland for you. As I put the wrong score up on the screen. But let's change that. It's not 2-0. It is obviously 2-1. But Erling Haaland is the man. He looks like he's a little bit embarrassed with the finish, to be honest. Should have slapped that home, but... So the predictions. My prediction was wrong. I went for Ivory Coast 2-1. They just let themselves down a little bit with organisation and defensive concentration, Ivory Coast. I still think overall they were the better team, to be honest. But Norway's cutting edge is what sealed the deal. So Norway continue the trend of being a dark horse in this tournament. Erling Haaland is the fastest player to 60 international goals in history. Incredible. What a guy. And here he is. The machine. Oh, is it going to break for him again? Oscar Bob into the box now. Odegaard. Power merchant, power dribble merchant. Ivory Coast desperate to get the ball back. Right, so a minute and a half to go. England versus Congo, 5 p.m. That's it, my bro. Can't wait for that one. Going to be good. I'll be here from 4:30 sharp. Let's do this. I'm worried about England for England. I know I shouldn't be looking ahead, but I think England's going to get past Congo. I'm worried about Mexico. I'm worried about Mexico for England after Congo, but let's get through Congo first. What has happened there? God, the stills of this game, the cameras have just gone all over the shop. Literally, my screen froze, and then Ivory Coast was on the attack. The screen froze, and it came back to Norway. Right, 7 minutes additional time. What can Ivory Coast conjure up? What do you think on that one tomorrow, Abdul? England and Democratic Republic of Congo. What's your thoughts on it, my bro? Ivory Coast in 2006 was a class team with Drogba. They were, my man. They were. Ivory Coast desperate, looking for a foul. Anything edge of the box. Right. Conan lifts it into the box. Back stick. Oh, cleared. Abdul says England will win against Congo. Yeah, I think so too. Right, Ivory Coast, what have you got? 5 minutes left. Sangare puts it out wide now. Nyland, that was poor from the keeper. What was that? What was he doing? To replay Haaland's face, he's like shaking his head. He knows it was a lame finish. Guessond of Palace coming on. Diomande off. Toure and Guessond coming on. Disappointing game there from Yan Diomande. Definitely didn't live up to the hype in that game. Hello, mate. Yeah, just live on stream, so I can't really respond. But yeah, mate, what a ball that was from Oscar Bob. That was sensational. Love that goal. Dodgy finish from Haaland. I see the smile. Yeah, I saw that Hayden Hackney went. Yeah, man, good player, as we've discussed. And a hard ball for Somerville. I hear you, my bro. Oh, and I saw the penalty as well. Yeah, that was funny. Now that I've seen your video, that's a funny clip. All right. Ivory Coast just want to get on with the game now. They've got just under 3 minutes to salvage things. Oh, it needed a better 1-2 with Ahmad there, with Diakite. But they've won it back again. Norway go down. Gerber Doué on the ball. Needs a good delivery. Floats one into the box. Hegem heads it and it skims off the back of his head and flies across the goal. Ivory Coast go down, know what they're doing. Have won a free kick. This could be one of their last opportunities. Oh, Arthur think he had to do something with his family. He said he's going to come back for the France-Sweden game later. So hopefully you see Arthur later. So it's getting a bit heated here. Ivory Coast players. Ivory Coast a bit frustrated. But yeah, so Arthur's busy. He'll be back in a little bit, I'm sure he said. But yeah, after this one, we've got a little bit of a gap, haven't we, until the France game. So I'll be able to get something to eat myself, which will be nice. Little bit of argy-bargy with Sangare and Odegaard. I know who I'm taking in that face-off. Right, so free kick, dead central. 25 yards out. Ahmad is over it, and so is Frank Kessie, the captain. Who's going to hit this? Big chance. 1 second, Abdul. Big chance. Ahmad! Oh, what a strike! He nearly hit it top bins. Nyland diving to his right. It was arcing into the corner. What a strike that was. Oh, maybe not the corner, but near. But great save from Nyland. Keeps no. Oh, Ahmad, so unlucky. Great free kick from Ahmad. Beautiful angle. Great power as well from the little man. I'm going to have paella, my bro. Ahmad with the corner, the flick on. Very unlucky. Oh, a heavy touch there. And Norway is surely going to see this out now. Yes, I have a little bit of seafood paella, my bro. Cheeky little bit of a seafood paella from Asda. Let's go. I'm not really one. I don't like eating late, bro. It's not good for you, but Needs must. Of all these games, they're all at these times. What can you do? Right, last chance now. Can Ivory Coast fashion a chance? They were so close just then. Right. Has he gone down? Is that a foul? You need a corner there, lad. Right, Diakite. This is it. This is it. Keeper's got to come up, surely. Yes, it. Keeper's up. This is it. Let's go, Ahmad. Deep breath, looks up to the sky, looking for intervention. Ahmad, right side. It's going to float in. Linesman says, hold on. This is it. This is the game. He needs to wrap this in with some perfect precision. The keeper, Fofana, is up as well. Everyone's in the box. Referee's going to let it go. It's into the box. Corner's all right. Is it? Is it? Oh, nearly. It looked like the angle's so deceptive. Get it back in, lad. Do-way. Got to pump it back in. And that is the final whistle. Great finish there. Very exciting. Very, very exciting. And that is the game. Wow, great finish. Very exciting. Ivory Coast. I mean, Norway, it's hard to say they deserved it. I can't say they didn't deserve it. It's one of those ones. But, yeah, fair enough. Norway had touches of quality when it mattered, to be fair. And yeah, it is what it is. Ivory Coast players on their stomachs on the floor, on their haunches, devastated. And Norway go through to the round of 16. Very, very exciting finish there. Good stuff. They showed a picture of a girl in the crowd, and she, like, Ivory Coast fan, and she's got her face covered. She's like, shocked. I can't believe it. I'm like, well, you've been losing for the last 10 minutes. Like, it's not unbelievable, is it? That was funny. It's like somebody just told her the score, and she just realised or something. Oh, we're out. I'm like, what? Yeah, you've been out for the last 15 minutes, more or less. Like, you know, you needed an equaliser. You know, it's not a shock. But yeah, funny. Some football fans, funny. Hey, Get Rob, how you doing, my man? Nice to see you in the chat, a new face. How you doing? Was you watching the game just now? We had a really good finish at the end there. Let me know if you're enjoying the World Cup, who your club team is, and who you're rooting for in the World Cup. Let me know. My name is Ade. Nice to meet you, mate. Just watching the Norwegian players take the applause and adoration of the crowd. Good stuff. It was a really good game, wasn't it? Brilliant. I tell you what though, Rob, I don't know how many games you watched, but some of the angles are deceptive. When that corner came in, I'm glad you'll be doing well, my man. When that corner came in, it just, normally you can see exactly what's going on, but some of the angles of these World Cup cameras, there's a lot to be desired. It's not exactly Premier League, but it is what it is. But yeah, very exciting. I've loved the World Cup so far. So many people have been dead against it, but I've been all over it. I think it's amazing. Yeah, let us know. Who's your club team, my man? And which team you're following? I'm seeing obviously the name Rob in the username. Assuming maybe a Robert. So maybe following England, the Three Lions. Let me know, bro. Yep, seen every game apart from the 4 a.m, 5 a.m. games and supporting England. Up the Three Lions. Get in there, Rob. Nice one, mate. Well, you done better than me. I've watched most of the games. But once it gets to the 2 a.m. stuff, mate, I'm lightweight. Come about 11, 11:30, I'm puckered. I'm finito, brother. I can't do it. But yeah, there you go. But glad you're enjoying the World Cup. Let's hope we can get the job done against Congo tomorrow. Although I'm worried not about Brazil 2 games after that. Not to look ahead, obviously. I'm worried about Mexico in Mexico City. So I'll give you my thoughts on that in a second. But let me know what you think. Are you confident Congo are going to get put to the sword? Let me know. Abdul says, camera on crowd is pinpoint accuracy. Oh, mate, they are, innit? Honestly, they might as well rename the cameras the perv cam. Because it's all about finding women for these cameramen. Absolute joke. I'll tell you what, the left-hand side of the draw is open up to be pretty easy, to be honest. That's the side of the draw you want to be, on the left-hand side. Jeez. But it is what it is. You got to get through. You got to get through. Yeah, we've got a good mixture of subscribers on this channel, Rob, that follow different club teams, etc. Let us know who your club team is as well. Or is it more about just the international football for you? Let me know, my bro. Just a small channel trying to grow. So, because it's at the early stage, new people that come on get a chance to make new friends, have their voices heard, and actually interact with someone. Do you know what I mean? Because I know a lot of the time on big channels, you can never talk to the person hosting the stream, because it's like, well, literally thousands in there. But nice little small cozy community here. So obviously you're more than welcome to join up, my man. I'll be doing an England watch-along tomorrow. As well as, other bits and bobs. So what we do, we'll have a look, as I like to do after each game, is to have a look at some of the stats of the game, see what the tail of the tape was. Yeah, sensationally interesting game that was, I thought. So let's have a quick look before I kind of start bringing the stream down to a close. Obviously, just bear in mind, I'm going to be doing the France-Sweden game in about an hour, just under an hour and a half time. So obviously, anyone that's in the chat and obviously normal subscribers or normal viewers are obviously welcome to join me for a bit of a late one. So we've got France versus Sweden, which I think is going to have a lot of goals in it, to be honest. I can't see France not absolutely slapping the Jesus out of Sweden. So I've got a feeling that's going to be a good 4-0, 4-1 beating that France will hand out to Sweden. So that's what I'm predicting. But on that note, let's have a look at some of the stats of this game. So the game, as we know, ended 2-1 to Norway. Goals from Antonio Nusa of RB Leipzig. He was set up by a lovely ball from Odegaard. Haaland with that winner there with a few minutes to go. And you had that great surging run from Amad Diallo, which brought it back to 1-1. Right, so the stats for the game were Ivory Coast had 41% possession, 53% for Norway. An XG of 1.36 for Ivory Coast. 2.02 for Norway, so it kind of hit spot on the XG for the game. 14 shots for Ivory Coast, 5 on target, 9 for Norway, 4 on target. 48 touches for the Ivory Coast in the Norwegian box, 25 for the Norwegians in the Ivory Coast box. 1 save by Fofana for the Ivory Coast, 4 by Haaland for Norway. 11 aerial duels won by the Ivory Coast, 16 by the big Norwegian side. 6 fouls committed by Ivory Coast, 7 for Norway. 14 big corners for the Ivory Coast and only 3 for Norway. So the tail of the tape is that I found Ivory Coast were kind of a slightly superior team overall, but the two of the 3 pieces of individual quality was by Norway, really, who had Nusa booked, the only booking of the game. So that is the tail of the tape. But yeah, quite a fantastic game that was there, I found. But yeah, really, really interesting game. And yes, very much looking forward to the next one. I mean, this game had loads of chance, loads of actions, loads of aggro. The second half was better than the first, where the two teams were feeling each other out. But yes, I think it's gonna set up a really good game later. I think that one's going to be... I don't think it's going to be a close game, but I feel like there's going to be a lot of chances. Because I think France's defence is a little bit overrated, but their attack is absolutely sensational. So... like I said, I'm predicting a 4-0 or a 4-1 for France later. But I feel there's definitely going to be goals in it, that's for sure. It wouldn't even surprise me if it was a 4-2 job in the end. Both teams have great strike force. Obviously, Sweden have Isak and Victor Gyökeres of Arsenal. Isak of Liverpool. But obviously France, well, they have the most cutting edge in world football without a shadow of a doubt. So... what I would do, I will put... I was going to put the link in the chat. Let's see if I can do that quickly. And that's for the next stream. Right, so if anyone wants to join me for the next watch along, which will be starting in about an hour and 20 minutes time, I'm going to take a little break before then. So I'll be doing a live watch along of France versus Sweden. Here is the link in the chat. Obviously, feel free to hit that link. That's for the front. Let me write down France versus Sweden. Watch along. Oh, sorry, I missed your comment there, Cameron. Yes, it was a great game, lads, he says. Yes, it really was. That's my France versus Sweden watch along. Feel free to hit that. Hit the notification. And obviously, or just feel free to come back and join me at 9:30. Where we'll be taking you through the game. So there you go. That's all good. So on that note, I'm going to bring this stream to a close so I can get off and have a break. But thank you for everyone joining me along the way. Really appreciate it. Nice to meet you at the end there, Rob. Hopefully we get a chance to speak again, my man. And yes, thanks to everyone there. There's Cameron, Abdul, Rob. Going back through some of the names. McMauler, of course. Arthur was in earlier. Peter, the main man, was there. Rush was in earlier. Phasmo was in. So I appreciate everyone. Haroon made an appearance all the way over from his part of the world. Absolute legend. McLaughlin. Did he clear up in the end? I don't know. Did his bet come through, McLaughlin? You'll have to come in and let me know if you cleaned up. I think you said Haaland 2. That was the only sticky point. But you got the Haaland 1 goal. And yeah, so we had a few others as well, which is always lovely to see. Gary was in. Cameron, of course, as I mentioned. So yes, thank you for everyone joining me on the stream. My name is Ade. I'm the veteran arcade soldier. We've just seen Norway progress to the round of 16, knocking out Ivory Coast 2-1. If anyone sees this back later on as a review video, as a vlog, then please do drop a like on the stream and do consider subscribing to the channel. It's a very fun-filled place. Many people can make friends, have your voice heard, have a little chat, little banter, little stories, share a laugh, enjoy the football together, etc. Play video games on the side. So ultimately, there's a lot going on the channel. Arthur sneaks in at the end. I was right as usual, you sly dog. comes in at the end to take the applause. Respect Arthur, you got it, mate. You wasn't here earlier. I called out and said Arthur was right. So I gave you your cues, mate. I gave you your flowers earlier. So well done. Great prediction, even though you did say 3-1. But to be fair, they had some chances. They easily could have been 3-1. So well played, young man. But yeah, Arthur, I hope you've had a good evening. And I'm going to be back in about an hour's time for the next watch along. So if you're around, like you said, feel free to drop on and I'll see you then. So on that note, I will see you later. My name is Ade, the veteran arcade soldier, and I'll see you on the next stream. Thank you and catch you in a bit.